You gotta have heart. Oh, excuse me. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to nearing the end of Wednesday, with a wonderful run of Arkanoid hopefully coming up for all you fine people. For any of you who enjoyed my run at AGDQ 2024, I will hope to replicate my success in that run, because that run went pretty well. And if I can duplicate that success, we'll be good. But as with that run, I will try the first level manipulation a few times, but if I don't get it, so be it. It's okay. I don't want to. I hear we're ahead, so I have plenty of time, right? But anyway, let's get this rolling. All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go. So the manipulation is if you line up a pixel perfect shot on the first shot, I should get a warp to the next level. So let's see if I can hit it. Nope. Never first try. I may have gotten it 4 times in a row before the run started, but it's okay. So let's try it again. Let's try right about there. Is that about right? That's the right one. We got it. So lining up on that particular pixel and not moving when the ball hits the block, I will get the break capsule, which gives you a warp to the next level, which is obviously very nice for a speedrun. So, and shoutouts obviously to Link7777777777, yes, for discovering that, because he has a fully manipulated run of this game, which I will probably never be able to replicate, because it's pretty crazy. And I think he beat the game about 12 minutes, which is way faster than my PB in just the regular 90% category for obvious reasons. Alright, so now for the hardest level in the game, which they throw at you immediately because they can. For some reason got a laser on the first capsule, which I usually don't get. Interesting. But that's alright. So the problem is that the gold blocks are indestructible. So we have to go around them. And as you're seeing, the ball speeds up very, very fast. And there you go. So I mean, that is totally usually what happens at level 3, because the mechanics for how the ball speeds up, essentially the game is keeping track of how many things the ball is hitting as it goes on, and when it gets to a certain amount, it not only speeds up but changes direction. So you see sometimes the ball goes from an extreme angle to a different angle, and when it does that, I mean, obviously the faster it goes, the more things it's hitting. And it just increases over and over and over again until it's going very, 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 very fast. There we go. So we eventually beat level 3. That's generally how level 3 goes. Sometimes you can beat it without dying, but sometimes, I mean, the game definitely has jokes. Because, I mean, there are some levels coming up where if the ball just... Oh, there we go. How about that? Easy every time. See ya! So that purple capsule is what we want to see. That's the break. Obviously not just manipulated, but sometimes you just get them randomly. But yeah, so some of the levels in this game are pretty terrible, in that the enemies that are floating around can knock the ball into really bad patterns, or I mean, some of the layouts of the levels, especially those with gold blocks, are just in general terrible. And some of the levels, if we die once, it's okay, because we'll get plenty of lives in this run, which we'll need. Be it points, it's 20,000, 60,000, and every 60,000 thereafter you'll get an extra life. Good thing about that makes the run doable. There is the gray capsule is a 1-up as well. We will hope to see many of those for marathon safety. The red capsule you saw there was the laser, which if there's no gold blocks can make pretty short work of levels, because you can just shoot all the blocks and it's like they weren't even there. Alright, so the light blue is the Disrupt, which splits the ball into 3. A bit of a double-edged sword, because as the aforementioned mechanic of speeding the ball up, it just makes the ball speed up even faster, because now you have 3 balls hitting things instead of 1. The other drawback is that you cannot get another power-up until the extra 2 balls are gone. So it can be a bad thing if you're trying to look for a different power-up, then, you know, it can be tough to get it. The other power, let's see, what other power ups I mentioned? The catch is green. Catch makes the ball stick to the Voss, which is the name of the paddle. Useful for precise shooting, and almost required in some levels, just for how precise the shots you need to get around the gold blocks are. You'll see me generally skip the pink slowdown capsule, but hey, because hey, this is a speedrun. You know, we gotta go fast, not slow. But there are levels I may pick it up if the ball is just going crazy. The problem is if the ball is going so fast, you may not even see the ball slow down because it's just going that fast. Alright, so this is, you know, I kind of like to call these puzzle-type levels because there aren't many blocks to break. You can't break the gold blocks, rather. So you're trying to, you know, somehow get the ball in between all of the gold blocks to get the blocks you're actually aiming for. And we'll see that to a different degree in a few levels as well. So see, in this type of level, I will try to aim for the blocks that are guarded first, so I can leave the easier blocks for last. Alright, that's a slowdown. For marathon safety, we're gonna take that because I can. This catch should make quick work of this level. And I will try to collect capsules too, because they do give you points, and as mentioned, points are good. But now we get a bit of a break here, because the level's done. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Everyone enjoying Retrothon, I hope? I know I have caught bits and pieces of it, but, you know, it's always a good time. It did have one ball come out there, which doesn't happen very often. But that's okay. Alright, so this is a good introduction to silver blocks, which we've seen in a couple levels so far. Silver blocks cannot give power-ups, and they can take anywhere from 2 to 6 hits, depending on how far you are into the game. So right now, they take 3 hits. I believe it's every 8 levels. It starts at 2, and every 8 levels it goes up by 1 more hit. But they're not in every level, so not that big a deal. I mean, the main problem with this level is obviously they can't get power-ups, so you can't get a power-up in this level at all. It's the only level you can't get power-ups on. And that can be problematic, because the ball can get pretty fast, as you're seeing. I didn't mention the controller, the special controller that I'm using. You know, called the Voss controller, that was packaged with the game back in the 80s. You can play this game with the NES controller. And if you choose to do that, I wish you well, because the problem there is the paddle will move at a fixed speed, and that speed is not fast enough. And especially there, the ball would have been going way faster than the NES controller can move the paddle. I believe future versions of this game that don't have this special controller, if you hit a button on the controller, you can speed up the speed of the movement, so you can actually keep up with the ball, which is nice. I believe the Super NES version of that has that feature. Alright, so we're kind of done with the puzzle level section. Now we're into just this is a pretty easy level. I'll mention now that there are 2, you see at the top of the screen, there are 2 gates where enemies can spawn. There's another break. Nice. Enemies will spawn at certain intervals. Some levels they just wait so long to spawn that by the time they start to spawn, the level's over, which happened there. When an enemy spawns, you can control which side they spawn on by having the boss on a specific side of the level. They will spawn on whatever side the boss is on. So you can kind of manipulate if you want enemies to spawn in a certain spot. You can do that. So the laser did well on this level. The problem is the blocks next to the gold blocks on the edges, you can't shoot them because you can't shoot through gold blocks. Which makes sense. That's alright. It's a very tough level to beat in one life, I will say that. We will hope for a catch power up here, and I probably shouldn't have even taken that. So the dark blue is extend, which doubles the size of the boss. The problem is that it makes angles very hard to do easily. So that's why I took the disrupt after that to shrink back down to make angles a little bit easier. There we go. Alright, so 1 death there, that's okay. Alright, so So this is another level that just takes a long time, where I'll hope for a break, and be glad if I see one. Because you can see, again, because the silvers take 3 hits, and there's just a lot of blocks. And even if you get a laser, you know, it's trouble to control the ball and shoot. No, there you go. And control the laser, and control the ball at the same time. So let's see how we do. Angle change. Those angle changes can get you very, very quickly. But that's alright. Wow, how did I miss that? Okay, whatever. Thanks, game. Alright, so we got a little bit of cleanup here. Wow, okay. This game has its own agenda right now. Not sure what's going on. So I guess I'll take this time to talk about the power-ups. That the blocks that can give you power-ups are fixed. So anytime, in any specific playthrough, if you hit a specific block, it will either give a power-up or it won't. It will not give a power-up, as mentioned, if there is a disrupt active, or if there's already a power-up floating slowly to the bottom. But if neither of those things happen, and the block can give a power-up, it will. The mechanics for the manipulation that I did in the first level, Link7777 did some analysis on that, and it's got something. The two main factors that I remember are the position of the boss at the bottom of the screen and your score, which is why the manipulation path that he does throughout the entire game is very specific for what your score is at all times. Alright, so we got a bit of a break here. This is probably the last, there's one of the last two easy, I call them easy levels. There's just not, I mean, especially with the laser of the first capsule, there's not much going on in this level, so. There we go, that's easy. We'll be looking for hopefully a 1-up at some point, because I have not seen one yet. Alright. So the problem in this level is the handle. Silvers are now 4 hits. And getting, obviously since the handle is blocked by gold blocks, I cannot directly shoot them. I like getting the disrupt right when the ball is in the middle of the handle, because I can get a lot of hits very, very fast. And it's just so satisfying. And it's fun to juggle 2 balls at once, you know, casually, no problem. See that? No problem. Catch off the bat, I'm going to keep that. That's pretty good. A pretty good starting capsule for this level. You definitely want to clear the middle first and then shoot the ball up a side and hope the ball never comes back down again. There we go. I think we'll keep the catch. No, I'm going to keep the catch. Can't stop me. Either I'll take a break or a 1-up, but no, game. Seriously, I don't need the extend. Take a hint. Sometimes the game just doesn't understand. Problem with the catch is that it can be finicky at times. With which direction it wants to go. There we go. That you may think if it's like the ball's right in the middle of the paddle, you may have to guess which direction it's going to go, because it could go either way. Alright, so, obviously with this level, with the golds at the bottom, this laser is pretty much useless, because, yeah. I know that I know there are versions of the game where the gold blocks are actually destructible if you shoot them enough. It's probably 255 times if I had to guess. But they are never required to finish a level, because that would be insane. This could be a problem. Oh, slow down. Watch this slow down. See that? You see how slow the ball is going now? Ah, dang, okay. Well, that's an unfortunate death. When the enemies start getting down to the bottom and start swooping around like that, bad things are going to happen. And they just did. laser, of course. The problem is we're really coming up to the hard levels. 20 and 21 are probably two of the hardest levels in the game, after level 3. Alright, so we'll see how we do. And the problem here is that the gold blocks like that... Oh, it was a 1-up. Excellent, thank you, game. The game felt pity on me once. So you can see, when it gets in between those two channels, you know, it just starts the speed up process at an exponential level. I'm gonna keep the catch. See, laser can be good here because you can shoot in between the blocks. Oh, that didn't work. Alright, whatever. Alright, that's fine. I think it's pixel perfect. You can like aim it right in between two columns and you can shoot them. But it's hard to do when the ball is bouncing that fast, for sure. So, that's alright. We'll take the death. We only have 2 blocks left. There we go. Alright. Again, 1 death on that level is totally expected. At this level, but also is very, very, very bad. Alright, catch on the first capsule is good. What you hope is that the ball just stays in the middle and never comes back out. Whether or not it will do that is a whole other question. Tempted by the slowdown, for sure. Ooh, okay. Easy every time. This is fine. Everything is fine. Can I have some everything is fine emotes in chat, please? Whatever your everything is fine emote of choice is, please spam it right now, because everything is indeed fine. I may be shaking, but that's, you know, neither here nor there. Everything is fine. Catch was the MVP at that level, though. As it usually is. Alright, so this is another bit of a breather. This level's not too... The starting speed of the ball is pretty high in this level, but it's not too bad. The next level has a lot of silver blocks, so... We'll see how that goes. This is not a great block to leave for last, that's for sure. I had... There we go, good. Alright. Excellent. Okay. So, if I can get this first shot lined up. Nope, I missed it. Okay. If you shoot at a specific angle right there, the ball stays up there for a while and it does a lot of damage, it speeds up a lot, and then you let it, and then you die, and then you just come back. But that's alright. We'll definitely look for a laser. Disrupt is okay. Disrupt is better if the ball's at the top, for sure. Extend isn't great. Got a point space 1-up, though. Alright, laser, you're a little bit late to the party, but, yeah, let's see what we do. Very tempted by that slowdown, not gonna lie. Nice pattern here. Oh, you... okay, thank you. Please. Chill out. Thank you. Phew. Okay. Everything is still fine, chat. Everything is still fine. Okay, now this is the last breather. This is the last easy level. Because the next 8 levels after this are pretty brutal. But I do have 4 lives. So this should be fine. Generally, if I get to here with 1 or 2 lives, then I start... mildly panicking inside. But with 4 lives, should be good. You wonder where the... Oh, wow. Okay, game. You are too nice to me. I almost missed the power-up, or almost missed the one-up, but whatever, it's okay. The ball does have an annoying habit of coming down at the exact moment where the capsule comes, and you can save the ball or get the capsule, but you can't do both. Okay, so, now time for the gauntlet. Hope for disrupt here. Thank you. This will get through the second level of silvers. Here's where I'm going to be stubborn and not just take a death to reset the ball. Okay, that's alright. Everything is fine. I expect a death on this level. Stay up there. Good. Alright. Alright, good. That was a very good clear for 25. Alright, 26 isn't too bad. But, yeah. I believe my brother in his GDQ commentary compared this to the final Robotnik boss in Sonic Spinball, and that's a very apt comparison, I think, because, you know, shooting the ball up and around to clear from the top makes sense. I am not getting very good luck here to start, unfortunately. Let's see if that helps. Okay. The problem with the silvers being 5 hits, you know, you gotta keep getting it up there in such a way where you actually hit the silvers to get progress. That is not always easy. Alright, so I got a couple hits on him. Okay. We're making progress. There we go. Got a breach. Of course, I can't get it in there, but whatever. There we go. Easy every time. Alright. Alright, chat. Get your E's ready, because the E sound that you hear when the ball hits a lot of silvers or golds all at the same time, you get a wonderful sound. So when I get the ball in between the rows, I want to see all the E's that you can possibly type. Wait for it. Wait. Hold. Hold. Ready? E. It took a slowdown. Sorry. E. Or sorry, we still got more E's. It's alright. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yes. That was excellent. I'd never gotten a slowdown while the ball was in the middle of all the E's, and I got it. It was very, very strange. Very strange experience. That's okay. This game is a strange experience. Oh, I got a 1-up. Wow, this game is too generous. I like when the game knows I'm in a marathon setting, so it says, here, have a 1-up. Here, have another 1-up. You look like you're having a problem. Would you like another 1-up? I have no idea how I'm going to hit this block. It's so close to the bottom. Yeah. That's alright. I got a 1-up. That makes that offsets that. I had 7 lives, and now I have 6. So that was 1 hit. Well, okay, whatever. Oh, this game is something else. Alright. So, we aim for the pink smiley face first. So if we can clear that part first. Oh, there's a break. Ah, never mind. See ya. Bye. Alright. Even better. Haven't seen a break in a while. Nice to see them once in a while. Alright, so this level is a problem because I try to clear the top first. I think it's a good strategy. And then when a ball comes down, I assume, okay, so the balls at the top did their job. Now I have to wait for them to get... Now all they're doing at the top is just speeding the balls up, which is super annoying. Alright, there we go. Now the ball's going super fast, and I gotta somehow not do that. Alright, so we're pretty much... Okay, I saved it. Usually I can't save it when it does that. That's alright. Easy every time. This is fine. I was going to save it the second time. Alright, so now we want to see a laser. The catch is good too. Okay, I'll take catch. Catch is the second best capsule there, besides breaking one up. So this will help if I get in trouble. Should be not too bad to save the situation. But if I happen to see a laser, I would be very appreciative. Yeah, okay. I was worried there. Could have gotten a weird bounce. Alright, good. One death on the level is absolutely fine. Alright, so here I try to get the silvers out of the way first, because they can be... Because there's so many hits, if you just send a ball up to the middle, they tend to leave the silvers for last, for obvious reasons. And then when they clear everything else, it's so tough to clear the silver blocks. So I'm going to hope for a laser or something along those lines. Well, get disrupt. Alright. Well, I guess we'll do it the hard way. It's okay. Oh, I scratched my nose. I should have let the ball go to get a power-up, but too late now. Alright, get a power-up, please. Something? Anything? Catch? That's good. That's a tough block to get to. This is bad. I saw the swarm coming. Oh my god. Okay. Game, please. Hit something, please. Thank you. Alright, well, that is a power-up. We'll take it. It does qualify as a power-up. I don't think I hit that block once yet. That's too funny. Please. Enemies, please. Help me out here. I got one hit. There's two hits. I have no clue how many hits I have left. 3, 4. That block hadn't even hit once yet. That is insane. Phew. Okay. So this is... Oh, I grabbed the slowdown. Alright, well now you can see what happens when you get a slowdown when the ball is already going slow. This is the anti-speedrun strat. I will definitely hope for a laser right now, because if this is the best time for a laser, I'll have plenty of time to shoot the ball in between bounces. Or just get a break. That's always good too. Catch. There's a lot. There's another slowdown. You can keep taking slowdowns, and the ball goes like one pixel per second, and it's pretty amazing. Again, anti-speedrun strats, but you know, what are you gonna do? Another slowdown. Game, please. Alright. This'll help. Gotta get going here. I'm already at 27 minutes in this run. The marathon's not that far ahead. I still got 5 levels left. Need to pick up the pace. I have not seen one laser yet. You do wonder sometimes about the item distribution. Sometimes you just have such long droughts where you don't see really good power-ups. You'll just see, you know, extend, disrupt, extend, disrupt, extend, disrupt, over and over and over again. I'd like to speak to the manager. The manager's name is Doe. Ball's going pretty fast, not gonna lie. Alright, good. Phew! Alright, the last really hard level. The blocks to look for are the blocks in between the goal blocks. There are 6 of them. And they're not easy to hit. Alright, laser's gonna help a little bit. this bottom part. Alright. So there's 1, 2, 3, gone. Okay. 4. 5. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that was so close. Game, please. Oh, game, why? Oh, dang it. Doing 32 deathless is like a trophy that I try to reach every single time and never quite get there. Oh, I missed on the first shot, really? Ugh, my nerves are shot. Help me out here, ball. Thank you. Alright, so now we got these 3 levels next are only in the US version for some reason. I have no idea why. The arcade and the Japanese versions do not have these levels. They go right to the final level. This is the only level where silvers are 6 hits. There are no silvers after this level. And obviously a first capsule laser is ideal. Because we need to get going. We're already at 30 minutes. Gotta go fast. Alright, good. Alright, let me see if I can get a good pattern to get the blocks in between the gold blocks. Don't miss. Good. Excellent. Alright, good. And that pretty much takes care of this level. There we go. Couldn't be easier. And now we have a little landscape for you to finish off the run. First capsule disrupt is nice. Let the balls do the work. Which they are. Alright, I'm gonna take a death there. I got like 8 lives, you know. Why waste time? Let's do this. There we go. And now the final level, which is Dough! 16 hits. His projectiles are 1-hit KOs, but they are easily dodged. That's time. Alright, 31:51. That is not a bad run at all. That is not a bad time. I mean, my PB in this category is, I think, 28 minutes flat, but the problem is the randomness of the breaks. If you get a lot of breaks, then you skip a lot of levels. And if you don't get a lot of breaks, I think I had 4 in that run, you know? It is what it is. So, but that's the run. You know, that's a pretty low score. Usually get like 660,000 or so, but not too bad. But yeah, I don't know how many deaths I had, but it wasn't that many. If I keep the death count under 10, that's an excellent run. I'm pretty sure I was either at 10 or below 10, because I had a lot of lives at the end. So yeah, I will leave it there. Oh yeah, so the story is the time started flowing reversely. Don't worry, but that's the story. You know, Arkanoid is the mothership, attacked by Dough, Voss escaped, and, you know, then time started flowing reversely. That's all you need to know about the story. But I will shout out, obviously, my brother, Yells, and also Say, who's coming up next, I believe, for doing commentary for me at AGDQ. Go watch the AGDQ run. I mean, this was a pretty good run. The AGDQ run was even better, in my opinion. So definitely go watch that. It was an amazing run. That was one of my best, and I'm so glad it happened in a marathon. And yeah, I'm done. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of the event. I'm going to stay up and watch a little bit longer because I hear some River City Ransom and possibly some Gauntlet are coming up. Crazy, right? Alright, have a good night, everyone. You gotta have heart. See you later, everyone.